I know. If you watched the Hunger Game announcement online, live on YouTube, you would have realized there was no sound during the entire announcement. Okay? But it's okay. It's okay. The sky has not fallen. The team has been announced. And your boy, Wildkard, is here to show you the team. Okay? This has to be the pinnacle of anyone's career. As a rugby player, when I was growing up, okay, as an Australian, my coaches told me the greatest jersey that you can earn in your life is the All Blacks jersey and not the Wallabies jersey. So, very proud for a few guys who potentially getting their debut. But, yeah, this is a very, very stacked All Blacks team. And I think we could see something that's very unprecedented. Some players could potentially end up not even making the squad. And, like, you know, the starting squad. And some big names might end up not even making the bench. Looking at how stacked this team is. And, yeah, you know, speaking of the All Blacks, I could play for the All Blacks. I was a child, and you know, I actually could have played for the All Blacks. And then I was told, unfortunately, I don't have any talent. Yeah, so sad, but as you can see, the All Black jersey looks really good on me. And, you know, I might never have the opportunity to wear the real jersey, but these players have earned their opportunity to potentially put on that coveted All Blacks jersey and put on the legacy that is the greatest rugby team in the world. Okay, let's go through the team. First up, George Bower. He is, let's go from the start, the props, right? Props, we have George Bower. He plays for the Crusaders. Unfortunately, Alatoa has debuted for Tonga, so he's not eligible for New Zealand. But the Crusaders scrum front rowers has been pretty solid. Not outstanding, but has been pretty solid. So George Bower, he might be, he could potentially get a starting position or maybe at least on the bench. He plays for Crusaders. He's 183 centimeters tall. He's 115 kilograms. He's a pretty solid player for the Crusaders and has done pretty well. All the Crusaders players has done pretty well this season. Next up, we have Ethan de Groot. He's a potential debutant. He could potentially earn that coveted starting jersey, especially against, like, you know, in the warm-up games against, like, Tonga. Could potentially get his debut. He's a pretty new player, but yeah, obviously they've seen some future in this guy and have given him a spot in the team. He's 190 centimeters tall and 122 kilograms, and he's currently playing for the Highlanders. Next up, this is probably the power engine for the Crusaders. For the Crusaders 4-pack, essentially. This is the powerhouse. This is most likely, potentially, the starting props. So we have the Blues Nipo Laulala and the Blues the Blues front rowers are really, 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 really good. In the Super Rugby finals we saw on the weekend, absolutely demolished the Highlanders front rowers, and the Highlanders are not bad team. The Highlanders put up a good fight against all the Aussie teams. Was in no way, shape or form that the Highlanders 4-pack were bad, but the Blues props really done the numbers on the Highlanders team. Nipo Laulala is really one of the core pieces for the Blues front row that really asserted that dominance in the finals and really secured that win for the Blues. In fact, I do think that the 4-pack won the game for the Blues on the weekend. This guy is 184 centimeters tall and 116 kilos, and he's got 30 test caps. And he's just absolute powerhouse for the Blues and a very, very important piece for the All Blacks team. Next up, we've got Terrell Lomax. He's the prop from the from the Hurricanes. He's 193 centimeters tall and 127 kilograms in weight. He's probably going to be a reserve. And then we have this guy, Angus Tarval. He could have played for the Wallabies. He was at the Waratahs on the bench, and he was waiting for an opportunity, and Michael Checker never gave him a chance. And then he went to New Zealand, and his life changed around. And suddenly, he's one of the best props in the world. He's playing for the All Blacks. I guess that's, yeah. Anyway, good for this guy. And I think, luckily he did not debut for the Wallabies, because his life is much better off without being in the Wallabies. So he has 14 test caps, 5 points for the All Blacks. He's 194 centimeters tall and 124 kilograms. He's I think he was a reserve in the Rugby World Cup, but he's really starting to develop and getting better and better as he gets older. And this guy, I think he was like once he was like he was like an amateur. Like, his story is really weird. He was like a carpenter or something. Like, he wasn't even playing professional rugby, and then he just got like caught up as an injury, and then he's caught up again to play All Black, and now he's like one of the best scrummagers in the world, and he's an absolute machine for the All Blacks team, right? Carl Tuinuku Afi, and he's currently playing for the Blues. He came off the bench for the Blues, but again, he just asserted his dominance on the field once he was on, and he is just an absolute machine for the All Blacks. He's 186 centimeters tall and 135 kilos. Absolute beast of a player. And looking forward to seeing him play a bit more. He has 17 test caps, and he's got 1 try for the All Blacks. Now let's move on to the hookers. First up, we've got Asafu Amua. He's the hooker for the Wellington Hurricanes. He's 177 centimeters tall, and he's 108 kilograms. And he's done the Hurricanes has done pretty well. So he's had a solid season for the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes aren't the best team in the competition. For him to make a spot means that the coaches really saw, he's really done well to get himself a spot. And then we have Dan Coles, the veteran from the All Blacks. He's played well for the Hurricanes, but I don't think he's as good as he used to be honest, to be really, really frank for you. Dan Coles used to be a lot better, but he's still really, really quick and really, really good in the mauls and really, really good in the scrum. He's 184 centimeters tall and 108 kilograms, and he's surprisingly good feet and quite fast. Not as fast as he used to be, but he's still very, 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 very good. Dan Coles. And then we have the third hooker. I think this guy is an absolute one of the best hookers in the world, if not the best hooker in the world. He's Cody Taylor, plays for the Crusaders. He's 183 centimeters tall and 111 kilograms. I do think that he's going to start over Dan Coles, and he's going to be the core main feature for the hookers position for the All Blacks. And I don't know what to say. I think he's potentially the highest or one of the highest try scorer for the Crusaders this season, just from scoring tries from the back of the Crusaders maul. Let me know if that's true. I'm pretty sure he's like one of the highest, if not the highest try scorer for the Crusaders. Maybe Will Jordan has more tries, but he's, from memory, he's one of the, he's very, very, very good. Absolute, just clinical on the in the rocks, clinical in the scrums, and clinical in the breakdown. And he's really, really good at running the ball. Absolute amazing player. And then we have... I thought he was going to be the captain, honestly, and a lot of you guys voted on my little poll, and he didn't make it, but Scott Redcard Barrett, he is not the captain, but he's one of the locks selected for the All Blacks. He's 197 centimeters tall, he's 118 kilograms. He, out of the 3 Barrett brothers, he has really worked hard to get himself in a good good position in, back in. He's really worked hard. He's made a lot of mistakes in his careers, getting yellow carded, getting red carded in Australia in 2019, and cost the All Blacks the biggest losing margin to the Wallabies. And then he went on to lose the Rugby World Cup in 2019 because he was put in to play blindside flanker and having Sam Cane coming off the bench, which was really, 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 I wouldn't say it wasn't really his fault. It was really like a big mistake from the coach's perspective. But yeah, he would have been public enemy number one after that. I thought, I don't live in New Zealand, but he's now back. He's captain of the Crusaders. I thought he would be potentially the captain of the All Blacks, but Fozzie obviously didn't want to take that big of a risk, and just having him in the team and not really putting more pressure on him already. So yeah, Scott Redcard Barrett is in the team, and looking forward to seeing him play. And then we have Brodie Retallick. He's currently in Japan. I'm not sure what the rules are. I think he's just had like 1 year off to go to Japan, but he's eligible for selection for the All Blacks. He's 123 kilograms, very big boy. He's 2 meters and 4 centimeters tall. He has 81 games for the All Blacks already and 25 points. And his lineouts are really, really, really just one of the best in the world. I am not sure if he's gonna get a start over Scott Barrett or potentially what we're gonna see next. But yeah, Brodie Retallick, definitely good having him in the team, even if it's just a substitution. And then we have another Blues player, Patrick Tuipulotu. He is literally the front man for the Blues. He is the captain of the Blues, and he leads the Blues like a charging bull. He carries the ball really, really well for the Blues. Every time he gets the ball, he runs hard, and he gets over the advantage line for the Blues. He's an absolute just workhorse around the field. He's really, really done really amazingly well for the Blues. And on the weekend, we saw the Super Rugby finals. He was taken off around the 60-minute mark, and the Blues literally just looked like they lost the head, running around like headless chook without him. And then there was an injury, so he was put back onto the field, and then Blues instantly, just like that, looked like stabilized the situation and pulled themselves ahead again and won the game and sealed the game. There was a point where he was off the field. Literally, the Blues just gave away penalties and allowed the Highlanders to pull ahead, to not just catch up, but catch up and take the lead over the Blues during only about 15 minutes when he was off the field. The Blues just went down the drains when he was off. So he's absolutely instrumental for the Blues, and his leadership is just spectacular. So I don't know where you're going to fit in. He's also a lock. He could potentially start, and he will be a great player to start for the All Blacks. So I don't know. Is Scott Barrett going to be on the bench? Redcard Barrett going to be on the bench? I don't know. Brodie Retallick, is he not even going to make the team? I don't know. But this guy is so good. I'm very surprised if he does not start or make the bench. And anyway, he's already had 36 test caps and 15 test points for the All Blacks. 198 centimeters tall and 120 kilograms. I don't know. Let me know who should start in the second row position for the All Blacks. And it's just so stacked. And that's not it. Patrick Tupo Vaiai, he plays for the Chiefs. He is 198 centimeters tall, 118 kilograms. He has 4 test caps and 1 try for the All Blacks. And he on the weekend is the one who 2 weeks ago, last week, he was the one, not last week, but the week before, in the final rounds of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. He's the one that unfortunately got a yellow card for accidental head collision. The first time ever someone got yellow card for accidental head collision. So yeah, he'll be, getting some experience. He's still quite a young player. Getting some experience for, he's a very young player. Getting some experience, and he's a future prospect for the All Blacks. And finally, the captain of 2021 All Blacks, Sam Whitelock. Why is his name not showing in full? What's going on here, Crusaders? Why is his name not? What the hell is this, Crusaders? What the hell is this? Anyway, Sam Whitelock, he is they're one of the few players still playing and who played in the 2011 Rugby World Cup final. He's absolute a titan of the All Blacks already. He's had a huge legacy for the All Blacks, and he's just absolute solid, impeccable lineouts. His lineout's really good. His like defensive lineout, the way he's about to pick off the balls, is really, really dangerous. I remember in one of the games, it might be against the Reds or maybe against Brumbies, he was just like completely shut down. I think it was Brumbies. He completely like shut down the opposition lineout, just stealing them again and again and again. He's impeccably good. So he's definitely going to start because he's the captain. He's 203 centimeters tall, 120 kilograms. He's just absolute master of the craft of the second rower. And who's gonna be on the bench? Like, there's so many people in that could potentially start. Like, what? Is Brodie Retallick not even gonna make the bench? Okay, who you can't have two. Like, I don't know who's gonna miss out. There's so many, so stacked. Is Scott Barrett gonna miss out? Is Tui Pelutu gonna miss out? It's so stacked. Whitelock is a captain, so he's definitely gonna be playing. Who's gonna miss out in this lock position? This is insane, and this is not the only insane part of the game. We shall get to the more ridiculous part in the backs positions. Okay, next, in the back rower positions, we have Ethan Blackadder. He's currently playing for the Crusaders. He's 26 years of age, 190 centimeters, and 111 kilograms. I think he's also debuting for the All Blacks. So he's potentially get a debut on probably against the Tonga in one of the warm-up matches leading the Blurs to the Cup. But Ethan Blackadder, he has done pretty well for the Crusaders, and he's been rewarded with a potential debut for the All Blacks. We'll be very proud for the Blackadder family, and I'm sure all the family will be celebrating, even if he doesn't get a debut run in this season. But very proud moment, and Ethan Blackadder. Next one, we have Shannon Frizzell from the Highlanders. He's one of the few Highlanders players who got selected. I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to get too much test time. He's played how many test caps has he got here? It doesn't say. It just says test points. Anyway, he's got 10 points for the... here we go. He's got 13 test caps, 10 points for the All Blacks, and one of the loose forwards from the Highlanders. He's 195 centimeters tall, 108 kilograms. And that is Luke Jacobson. Shannon Frizzell. Next up, we have Luke Jacobson. He is a Chiefs player. He's 191 centimeters tall, 107 kilograms. He's already has 2 test caps. Relatively young player. And we are not sure if he's going to get too much out of it. But he's done good for the Chiefs. And we'll see if he gets a start for the All Blacks. Next up, we have Ikea Ioane. He also plays really, really well for the Blues. The Blues 4-pack really dominated in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, and he's one of the core pieces of the puzzle in the breakdowns, being able to get those turnovers. Really, 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 really good for the Blues, and has a spectacular season for the Blues as well. He has 2 test caps, and he could potentially get a few more runs this season against in the internationals coming up. Ikea Ioane, the brother of Rieko Ioane, and we shall see who's gonna end up being. He's a very, very solid player also. Next up, we have Dalton Papali'i, another loose forward from the Blues. He's 193 centimeters, 113 centimeters tall, 193 centimeters tall, 113 kilograms. He's got, I think he's debuting. No, I don't think he's debuting. What does it say? It doesn't say. Doesn't say. Is he debuting? I don't think so. But anyway, it doesn't show here for my list. But anyway, again, the Blues forward pack, as I mentioned just before, has done really well this season. Well deserved making into the position, into the squad, and we shall see if he gets a run in the team. And then here's the real deal in the Blues number 8 position, Adi, the real deal, the brutalizer Savia, right? I guess the more talented brother out of the Savia family. He's potentially, he is 188 centimeters tall and 102 kilograms in weight. He's one of the few players who's really good. He's just massive. He's just giant player, and also he's really, really good at running the ball. Really good in the breakdown. He's just a brutalizer, and he's really good at finding himself in the right position on the field to support his backline in both the running game and in both, working in support for the breakdown or receiving the ball for a big running game. He has 39 test caps and 40 points for the All Blacks. An absolute rock for the All Blacks team, Adi Savia. And then we have Hoskins Sotutu, another Blues player. He plays for another Blues player. He's 192 centimeters tall and 106 kilograms. He has 5 test caps. And, so... Not sure. Again, this is very stacked back row position. And hopefully he gets... Hoskins Sotutu. I don't know. Pretty solid season. And is rewarded with a All Black spot. Next up, we have, this is the backs. First up, we got the halfbacks. Finlay Christie, he's potentially making a debut for the All Blacks. He is 177 centimeters tall and 82 kilograms. He's done really well for the Blues, but I am a little bit... I think he's probably rewarded because the Blues' performances in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, but I am a little bit surprised that some of the other halfbacks didn't get a run here, but congratulations. And I guess the Blues' performance in the finals really propelled him into this position. I did think that there was a few halfbacks that could have potentially taken this position from the other teams. But congratulations, Finlay Christie. You could potentially get in your debut coming up soon for the All Blacks. And then we have the great Aaron Smith. He is widely considered the best halfback in the world, and it's been the best halfback for like a decade now, over a decade, so long, and he's just spectacularly good, pinpoint accuracy, his vision around the field is spectacular, his leadership around the field is really good, and just absolute pain for anyone to play against him. So Aaron Smith, he has 97 test rugby caps, could potentially get to his 100 this year, and he is 83 kilograms and 171 centimeters tall. Aaron Smith. Yeah, what a man. And then we have, finally, Brad Weber. He is 172 centimeters, 75 kilograms. He is the best actor, by far, in the Super Rugby Aotearoa roster, right? Like, what a waste of his talent to be a rugby player. He should be like in The Hobbit or something. He should be playing a Hobbit in a movie somewhere. Like, his acting is just... I've never seen someone with such amazing acting skills. The way he acted, the surprised look on his face when McKinsey got red carded. He deserved an award or something. All right, but yeah, what a waste of talent, Brad. If you're watching this, go be an actor. Like, what are you doing? Wasting your life, wasting your talent, your true calling. It's not rugby, it's acting. But Brad Weber is done pretty well again for the season for the Chiefs. He was instrumental for the Chiefs actually. His decision making around the field is pretty good, and I think he could potentially be the substitution for Aaron Smith, and maybe even start over Aaron Smith. I'm not sure. I think Aaron Smith will be starting. I'm a little bit surprised to see that. Anyway, Brad Weber. Next, we're getting to the juicy part. Beauden, the Black Sheep Barrett. I said it. This guy was once upon a time the most talented, the most amazing, the greatest All Black ever. But I think he's not even going to make the bench. Beauden, the Black Sheep Barrett. Probably not even going to make the bench. His brother is going to be at 15. And we shall see. The All Blacks picked 3 fullbacks. So Beauden is not going to be playing any. It's going to be in fullback. There's already 3 fullbacks selected. And there is Richie Mo'unga is the greatest fly half in the world. I don't think Beauden would. I mean, having Beauden on the bench just to replace Richie Mo'unga would be a waste of a bench spot. So, what is going to be like? What is this guy going to be doing? The only jersey he's going to be wearing is the Waterboy jersey, I guess. Yeah, Beauden, the Black Sheep Barrett. Really, yeah. Anyway, he's 91 kilos. He's 187 centimeters tall. He has played 88 games with the All Blacks, 649 points, and he was really, really good. And then he started missing his kicks, and then they moved into fullback. And this year he was playing in Japan, so his career is just being downtrending. And once upon a time, he single-handedly slaughtered the Wallabies with like 4 or 5 tries in one test. And there was like 6 or something that one of us denied. But yeah, and he's just an absolute. He would have been considered one of the best of all time. And then his kicking really, really started to drop off. There was one game in 2018 against the South Africa where he missed like 3 kicks, and South Africa beat the All Blacks in, I think that was in Eden Park by 2 because Beauden missed like 3 kicks. And yeah, that was really, 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 really bad for Beauden. And that's probably the writing was on the wall in 2018 where his 5'8" career was, for the All Blacks at least, is starting to fall apart. And then they put him in fullback. He's done well there, but as we can see in a minute, the All Blacks fullback position, especially with his blood brother, Geordie the Freak Barrett, probably has a 15 position locked up quite nicely, and Beauden's not going to get a run at 15. Just for how good Geordie really is. But yeah, Beauden, I'm sorry, but you're probably going to be running water on for your brothers. You're the black sheep of the family. Beauden, the Black Sheep Barrett. Next up, Richie, the greatest in the world. Mo'unga. He really, really showed some skill in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. The way he just dismantled the Reds. His kicking is absolutely spot on. He's able to create space out of nothing. He's able to make professional rugby players look like he's playing against schoolboys. His vision around the field is just next level. He can see space where there's no space. His kicking is just pinpoint accurate. I'm talking about like grubber kicks and high kicks, just pinpoint accurate. He is. Many people are saying that he is the best ever. Number 10, over Dan Carter at his current skill levels. And only time will tell if he continues to perform at his current form and win like 1 or 2 World Cups, he will easily be considered the best halfback ever, fly half ever. Over Dan Carter. Dan Carter only has, a longer history of amazing performances, but just the current form and current performance of Richie Mo'unga, they reckon he's already, the best ever in terms of current form. It's pretty hard to argue with that. We'll have to see how he fares against tough oppositions in international rugby. But yeah, in Super Rugby, he definitely made it look so easy. He made, he made grown professional rugby players, international rugby players, look like schoolboys who can't make tackles. Quite spectacular. And that is why Bowden the Black Sheep Barrett will be a waste of a bench spot for Bowden to replace him in an international test match. Next up, we have Brandon Eno. We are now up to the centers positions. Brandon Eno, he's played pretty good for the Crusaders. All the Crusaders players has been pretty solid. He's 186 centimeters tall and he's 92 kilograms. Crusaders player. Next, David Havili, another really good player. Again, he's not a fullback. He plays center. I'm pretty sure he plays wide. What's going on here? The Crusaders don't even know your own players' positions. Anyway, 184 centimeters, 93 kilograms. He's played pretty well for the Crusaders. He's definitely one of the players the Crusaders value very highly. And when he's on the field, he's considered like an impact player. So yeah, looking forward to see him do some magic in international rugby. And next we have Rico, the ball dropper, Ioane. I can't wait to watch him drop another ball in Test rugby. It'll be a Christmas present. Come early, okay? But all jokes aside, Rico Ioane, one of the most talented players in the world. I am not sure why they're switching him from winger to center, because he's really good at the wings. But I think I'm not sure. But he's actually moving to center. Rico Ioane, he's has 29 test caps, 120 points for the All Blacks with 29 test caps. Could have been higher if he didn't drop the ball. But anyway, he's an absolute amazing finisher. And I don't know why they're putting him in center. Maybe if you're an All Blacks fan, you will know. I've heard talks about him being playing center for the All Blacks, but I just don't know why. He's very good on the wing. But yeah, Rico, the ball drop, Ioane. Next, Anton Leonard-Brown. This is why I don't see why Rico should be at center. Outside center as well. Anton Leonard-Brown is so good at outside center. He is absolute amazing in everything he does in the outside center. He creates space. He busts through the defensive lines. He's really good at supporting his team. He's good at the breakdown. He can turn over the ball like a forward. He's just all around what you want from a center, from an outside center. He has 49 test caps, 48 test caps, 45 points for the All Blacks. So anyway, Anton Leonard-Brown, 185 centimeters tall and 96 kilograms. He's absolute beast in outside center position for the All Blacks. Definitely a starting player for the All Blacks team. And then we have Queen Tupaia. He is potentially debuting for the All Blacks. And congratulations to you, my man. You're 97 kilograms, 186 centimeters, and will be a very magical day for you when you put on that All Black jersey. And then we have on the back line. Here's the rub. Here is this guy, in my books, is the best fullback in the world. Probably, could be potentially the best in the world ever. He has single-handedly, Geordie the Freak Barrett, he has risen to the top, all right, and proved that he's the cream of the crop of the Barrett family and of the All Blacks. He has single-handedly carried the Hurricanes season. They are literally games where he scored every point for the Hurricanes by tries, kicks, conversions. He is extremely good under the high ball. He can kick the ball. He has a really huge boot, so his return kicks are just insane. And he has the main thing with Geordie is that he has a 60-meter conversion penalty kicking range. And that's something that Bowden does not bring. So I don't see Bowden coming on the field or anyone coming onto the field to replace Geordie late in the second half in a test match when you can utilize Geordie's long-range kick for in a tie game to seal a 3 points from 60 meters out. Like such a huge threat on the field. The fact that he can kick 60 meters, it just completely changes a defensive team's play style. So like having that is just invaluable for a team. I don't see him, especially in a tie test match in the last 20 minutes, I don't see anybody replacing him on the field. Not his brother, not anybody. And Geordie the Freak Barrett, he's just so good. So good. He's he's so good. He's like what's his name? Israel Dag in his prime, but he can kick 60 meters. He's probably better than Israel Dag in his prime, in some sense. He's like Israel Folau, but who can actually make tackles. He's like Elliot Daly, but who doesn't play for a stupid country and a stupid team. He's just, I don't know. He's amazing. He's amazing. I don't see Bowden replacing him or anybody replacing him in a test match. Geordie the Freak Barrett, absolute cream of the crop of the All Blacks. And let's have a look at his stats. He has 12 test caps, 42 test points, and that's that says something. And he's, again, like I said, for Super Rugby, this year alone, he has been just by far the best player in the Super Rugby team. Yeah. Oh, I think why they've got Rico, I just remember something. I think why they have Rico as centers now, because Lumapi is going overseas and they need someone there. Maybe that's why. Anyway, next, George Bridge. So we're in the winger position. George Bridge, he's playing winger for the Crusaders. 185 centimeters, 95 kilograms. He's done pretty well for the Crusaders. I don't think he's like the most outstanding back three player in the Crusaders team. That will have to go to Will Jordan, but he's been pretty solid for the Crusader team regardless. George Bridge, and here's the man I think who's done amazingly for the Crusaders. He's also at fullback, Will Jordan. He could be one of the highest try scorers, if not the highest try scorer. Maybe Cody Taylor is the highest try scorer this season for the Crusaders. He's done really well. His kicking has been great. His running has been amazing. He's a great finisher. He's just really, really the most informed player, one of the most informed player in Super Rugby. And again, just considering how good Geordie Barrett is, I just don't see Will Jordan, despite the fact that he's so amazingly good, to replace Geordie Barrett in a test match. Because Geordie Barrett has a 60-meter kicking boot. Why would Will Jordan replace? Will Jordan can't do that. I just don't see how anybody could replace Geordie Barrett. He's so good. He's the perfect fullback. But yeah, Will Jordan, they probably could put him on a wing, I guess. But yeah, Will Jordan has a stellar season. He could, I guess they probably will do that. They probably put him in number 14 potentially. But he's just an amazing finisher for the Crusaders all season long. And it'd be great to see him play some inter-test rugby. And what can I say? Damien High Shot McKenzie. He is a fullback and he's a 5'8". I don't see him playing either position. He probably not even going to make the bench. They could, actually, McKenzie probably be on the bench just to be like a utility fullback, utility back that can replace like anyone who gets injured, basically in the back line. Not in the back three or the 5'8" position. If if Richard Mo'unga gets injured or something, he could potentially get on the field. If Jordy Barrett gets injured, he could potentially get on the field, so he could be like a utility substitution for both of them. But outside of that, I just don't see how it's so stacked. This is insane. He's really, really good kicking goals as well. He tends to fall apart a bit under pressure, as we've seen in some of the high pressure games recently, and also last year in the Blacks Cup series, he didn't play that well. So I don't know if he's gonna get a huge starting position. Not likely, but he's definitely could potentially come from the bench. Damien Highshot McKenzie. He's 175 centimeters tall, 81 kilograms. He has 27 test caps and 80 points for the All Blacks. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, is he gonna get a start? I don't think he's gonna start, but like, tell me what you think. I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen in this All Blacks backline come to like Blacks Cup time. Amazing player once again. And finally, the last person announced for the team, Seville Reese. Again, he is incredibly good. He is probably the best winger in the world. Really good at he's like tiny, 179 centimeters tall, 98 kilograms. He's really good step, really good under the high ball, incredible pace, incredible vision, being able to see where the space is around the field. He's just all around great package. And probably the best winger in the world. And he's just an absolute speedster. And what can I say? Quite scary going up against this guy for any team. And looking forward to see him score some tries for the All Blacks. Hopefully not too many, especially against Australia. Hopefully none against Australia. That's my prediction. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. And let me know what you think of the selections. Honestly, I do think that Beauden Barrett's probably gonna be running the water. Damien McKenzie maybe running the water as well. Potentially warming the bench. Definitely, very like the bench position is pretty competitive. So I don't know if Damien McKenzie gonna make the bench. And Beauden. I think they're probably gonna run Beauden on the bench, regardless, because it's Beauden Barrett. Because Fozzie is, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think the Blacks Cup is in the bag. For Australia, of course.